From Share the Hope, I have a memorial that I want to share with you. Today is September 11th, and it's a very, very momentous day in our history of the United States. It's something that a lot of us didn't experience, but we were involved with during that time. I happened to be a teacher, and we had teachers' meetings held at the high school in my local school, and all the kids were off for school, and we went in and we were watching the TV set, and as we watched the TV set, lo and behold, in our amazement, we saw the planes hit the Twin Towers, one on the north side, one on the south side. Turn around, not far from that, the Pentagon was struck and was hit and exploded. A lot of people died in this incident. And then a plane crashes in a remote field, and the last comment that was made by several of the people on that plane was, "Let's roll." They knew they weren't going to survive, so they attacked the people that were taking over the plane. This happened to be Flight 93, United Flight 93, and before they attacked the people that took over the plane, they made phone calls to their family members, telling them that they loved them and that take care of the little ones, take care of the family members, because this would probably be the last call that you would have. And many of the people that got those calls remember the phone calls just going in static. They hung up and that was it. And then Flight 93 landed in the field. Many lives lost there. I don't know the total tally of how many were lost. I do know that my 6th grade DC students took a special gift to Flight 93, and we placed it on their memorials, all their names on a wooden plaque, and we hung them because we wanted to let them know that they weren't forgotten. They wouldn't be forgotten. So that year I remember making these special plaques that would be hung at the Flight 93. And out there they actually had a museum that the kids got to go through, and they were able to put their names down. And you know, it makes you think, people that survived this, you know, they live day to day remembering that they were the survivors. Many people that are born on September 11th realizes that it's not a happy day, and it should be for a birthday, but it's not a happy day because too many people's lives were lost. People created makeshift fences of flowers, memorials, letters, pictures, so that people could see. They literally built a special memorial at the site where the Twin Towers went down, and they created it not a tall one this time. They created it small enough, and they have infinity pools near it, and people come to visit that because they do remember. They remember that these people lost their lives. And it was the first, I believe it was one of the first attacks that the United States had on our soil, and it did affect us. I remember calling from the teachers' meeting, calling my kids at home, making sure that they were okay and making sure that they did not go outside the house because I wasn't sure what was happening. And you know, it was the first time that we ever experienced something like that. 2001, you know, who would think this would happen to us? But it did. And we relive it every day. And this day we'll always remember. We will never forget those that lost their lives during that day. So this is just a special little send off to all those people and their families. Tell them that they're in our thoughts and prayers, and will continue to be in their thoughts and prayers forever. So bless each one of them, and even the firefighters, the people that, lost their lives because they were looking for people, the people that came in looking for bodies, the police departments. A lot of people lost their lives that were looking for, lost ones. So, it wasn't just people on the plane as much as people that were there. At ground zero, a fog went over top of it, and people come walking out all covered in ash and soot that you couldn't even identify who the person was as they walked out. And some of them were carrying their briefcases. They had they don't remember how they got out, but they got out, and they can tell the story of what they had to go through. So like I said, this is just a special thanks. Tell them that, we believe in you, and Share the Hope respects those that lost their lives. So I can't close with bada bing, bada boom. Just sincere prayer and condolence from Share the Hope's and family.